Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nicholas J. Webb.
So what is disruption? I think in order for you to take innovation and disruptive innovation and apply it in your enterprise in a way that's meaningful, that delivers real value, we need to know what it is. And here's the secret. It's super simple. Disruption is nothing more than the speed of innovation. Innovation is sped up like it has never been before. When you take a look at maturity models, and you take a look at trajectory of product life cycles, and you take a look at all of the ways in which we were taught in business school to measure this stuff, we realize that the pedal is to the metal. We have accelerated innovation in an incredible way. Partly because we've democratized it and we've enabled it through emerging technology and connection architecture. The other thing is the sheer size of innovation is huge. It is absolutely amazing. And what I'm going to share with you today are some examples of how we are using disruptive innovation to destroy lameness, and hopefully that's nobody in this room, and replace it with something that my 13-year-old daughter would call delicious. That's her description for all things good. Now, here's the problem, is that most of us believe, I think today, that change is coming. You know, the truth of the matter is, change is here already. The problem is that the overwhelming majority of leaders in healthcare and higher education and financial institutions are so deeply entrenched in their legacy belief of the universe that it's really hard to make that fundamentally necessary leap from a legacy philosophical and intellectual view of the world to one that is disruptive, that is fast, and that is big. So they deny it. And then ultimately, they hide from it. And what I've found, one of the biggest symptoms of hiding from it is we double down on an internal focus. We double down on internal matrices, internal strategic initiatives. We get really, really inside our enterprise so that we can hopefully feel productive whilst all hell is breaking loose outside our red brick buildings. That is a very common symptom of disruption denial. In fact, I've recently coined a term that I call disruption dysphoria, which is the state of mind to literally hardwire into your intellectual belief system that change doesn't happen. So it actually changes the way we get news and the way in which we gain access. We actually have really, in a mental way, have created these fortresses around our thinking, which is unfortunate because disruption is the best thing that could happen to everybody in this room. It is the ultimate mother of all quivers that we can pull from to innovate. This is the stuff that innovation is made out of, and it is so vast and it's so exciting. And once we understand it, we can really, really apply it in a very practical way. The other problem is, of course, is that many people feel victimized from it. 80% of the work I do is in the healthcare space. I got to tell you, every discussion I have with clients about what's happening in their healthcare system, it's about how the government or third-party providers are doing it to them. And in fact, we've created this sort of interesting gangland turf warfare. I was at one of my drug clients, one of the top drug companies in the country on the East Coast. And the meeting was about how do we charge more money for our drugs? Then I get in an airplane. 2 hours later, I'm in Chicago with one of my insurance clients, and they were saying, how do we pay less money for drugs? Right? It's the Crips and the Bloods that are going on in this dysfunctional ecosystem, right? It's like, word, it's like really gotten that bad. And then, you know, eventually, and sometimes there's a lot of collateral damage done, unfortunately, but eventually at some point we all realize that stuff's changing, and it's changing fast, and the nature of the change is colossal. We ultimately realize that. But only a small percent of the rock stars really get to the point where they embrace it. And when they embrace it, they begin to understand the DNA, the molecular structure of disruptive innovation, and they start to draw from it to create beautiful customer experiences, to invent new experiences, to invent new service models and new economic models. They reinvent themselves because they realize that you don't have to be a 23-year-old millennial in San Jose to create new cool stuff.